Imagine this. You're nestled in a vibrant Hyderabad cafe, the air thick with the aroma of masala chai and the hum of conversation. Your laptop is open, notes scattered, and the weight of looming exams, project deadlines, or a new skill you're itching to master feels overwhelming. The syllabus seems endless, and time is slipping away. But what if you could learn faster, 10 times faster, by tapping into the hidden potential of your brain? What if science could show you how to study smarter, not harder, and transform the way you absorb knowledge? This isn't a pipe dream. Neuroscience has unlocked remarkable insights into how our brains learn, adapt, and retain information. By leveraging these discoveries, you can supercharge your learning process, making it more efficient, enjoyable, and effective. In this guide, we'll embark on a journey through the fascinating world of brain science, uncover evidence-based techniques, and equip you with practical tools to unlock your full learning potential. Whether you're a student, a professional, or a curious mind, these strategies will empower you to conquer any subject with confidence. At the heart of accelerated learning lies a remarkable feature of the human brain: neuroplasticity. This is the brain's ability to rewire itself by forming new neural connections in response to learning and experience. Think of your brain as a dynamic, ever-evolving city, constantly building new roads and bridges to accommodate new information. A striking example of neuroplasticity in action comes from a study of London taxi drivers. To earn their licenses, these drivers must memorize the city's labyrinthine streets, a grueling process known as the knowledge. Researchers found that after years of training, the driver's hippocampi, the brain region tied to memory and spatial navigation, showed increased gray matter compared to non-drivers. This wasn't just a mental feat. Their brains physically adapted to the challenge. This discovery is a game changer. It means your brain isn't static, it's malleable, capable of growth at any age. Whether you're tackling calculus, coding, or a new language, you can reshape your brain to become a better learner. The question is, how do you harness this adaptability? To learn faster and smarter, you need strategies grounded in science. Let's explore 3 powerhouse techniques that leverage neuroplasticity and optimize memory: active recall, spaced repetition, and the Feynman Technique. Passive studying, like rereading notes or highlighting textbooks, feels productive but is often inefficient because it doesn't challenge your brain to retrieve information. Active recall, on the other hand, involves actively testing yourself on the material you're learning. When you quiz yourself, you force your brain to dig into its memory banks, strengthening neural pathways each time you retrieve a fact or concept. Studies show that active recall can improve retention by up to 50% compared to passive review. For example, instead of rereading a chapter on organic chemistry, create flashcards with questions like, "What is the structure of a benzene ring?" and test yourself repeatedly. Ever noticed how quickly you forget new information if you don't review it? This phenomenon, known as the forgetting curve, was discovered by German psychologist Hermann Ebbinghaus. His research showed that memory decays rapidly without reinforcement, but there's a way to fight back: spaced repetition. This technique involves reviewing material at strategically timed intervals, just as you're about to forget it, strengthening long-term retention by reinforcing neural connections at the optimal moment. Apps like Anki and SuperMemo automate this process, scheduling reviews based on your performance. For instance, if you're learning Spanish vocabulary, you might review the word sol, sun, today, then in 2 days, then a week later, and so on. Each review cements the word deeper into your memory. To apply spaced repetition, use a dedicated app to create digital flashcards, schedule manual reviews using a calendar for intervals like day 1, day 3, day 7 and day 14, and focus on reviewing material when it feels slightly challenging but not impossible. Named after Nobel Prize-winning physicist Richard Feynman, the Feynman Technique is a deceptively simple yet powerful method for deepening understanding. The idea is to explain a concept in plain, simple language, as if teaching it to a child, which forces you to clarify your thinking and exposes gaps in your knowledge. For example, if you're studying quantum mechanics, try explaining the concept of wave-particle duality to a friend, or even aloud to yourself without jargon. If you stumble, revisit the material to fill in the blanks. This technique not only solidifies your grasp, but also makes complex ideas more intuitive. To apply it, choose a concept and write a simple explanation in your own words, teach it to a friend, family member, or imaginary audience, and identify areas where you struggle to revisit those topics. Learning techniques are only part of the equation. To maximize your brain's potential, you need to optimize your daily habits, focusing on 4 pillars of cognitive performance: sleep, exercise, time management, and mindfulness. Sleep isn't just rest, it's a critical phase for learning. During sleep, particularly the rapid eye movement, REM phase, your brain processes and consolidates new information, transferring it from short-term to long-term memory. A 2020 study found that even an extra 15 minutes of sleep improved cognitive performance in children, and similar benefits apply to adults. Skimping on sleep undermines your ability to focus, retain information, and solve problems. Aim for 7-9 hours per night to give your brain the time it needs to solidify what you've learned. To improve sleep, stick to a consistent schedule, even on weekends. Avoid screens 30-60 minutes before bed to reduce blue light exposure, and create a relaxing bedtime routine like reading or light stretching. Physical activity isn't just good for your body, it's a catalyst for learning. Aerobic exercise like running or cycling increases the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that promotes the growth of new neurons and synapses. A 2019 meta-analysis found that regular exercise enhances memory, attention, and problem-solving skills. You don't need to be a marathon runner. Even 20-30 minutes of moderate exercise, like brisk walking, can prime your brain for learning. To incorporate exercise, aim for 3-5 weekly workouts, such as jogging, yoga, or dancing. Take short movement breaks during study sessions to boost focus, and join a group activity like a dance class to combine exercise with social interaction. Sustained focus is essential for effective learning, but our attention spans are limited. The Pomodoro technique, developed by Francesco Cirillo, is a time management method that aligns with the brain's natural rhythms. It involves working in 25-minute focused intervals called Pomodoros, followed by 5-minute breaks, with a longer 15-30-minute break after 4 Pomodoros. This approach prevents burnout, maintains high productivity, and keeps your brain fresh, making it especially effective for tackling dense subjects or long study sessions. To use it, set a timer for 25 minutes and focus on one task without distractions. Use break time to stretch, hydrate, or relax briefly, and adjust intervals like 50 minutes on and 10 minutes off if 25 minutes feels too short. Mindfulness meditation, the practice of focusing on the present moment, is a powerful tool for enhancing learning. Studies show that mindfulness improves working memory, reduces mind wandering, and boosts academic performance. A 2018 study found that just 8 minutes of daily mindfulness practice enhanced visual short-term memory in students. By training your brain to stay present, mindfulness helps you concentrate during study sessions and retain information more effectively. To get started, try 5-10 minutes of guided meditation using apps like Headspace or Calm. Practice deep breathing by inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4, and incorporate micro meditations of 1-2 minutes before studying to center your focus. Before we dive into practical implementation, let's clear up some common misconceptions that can derail your progress. The idea of fixed learning styles, like being a visual or auditory learner, lacks scientific support. While you may prefer certain methods, effective learning depends on the strategies you use, not an inherent style. So combine visual aids, verbal explanations, and hands-on practice for optimal results. Multitasking is another myth. It splits your attention, reducing efficiency and retention. A 2009 Stanford study found that multitaskers performed worse on cognitive tasks than those who focused on one thing at a time, so embrace single tasking for deeper learning. Finally, cramming may help you pass a test, but it's terrible for long-term retention. Spaced repetition and consistent study sessions are far more effective for mastering material. Ready to transform your learning? Here's a step-by-step plan to integrate these strategies into your daily routine. In the morning, prime your brain by starting with 10 minutes of mindfulness meditation to sharpen focus, doing a 20-minute workout like jogging or yoga to boost BDNF levels, and reviewing flashcards using spaced repetition while eating breakfast. During study sessions, work smarter by using the Pomodoro technique with 25 minutes of focused study, followed by 5-minute breaks, practicing active recall by quizzing yourself or creating summaries, and applying the Feynman Technique by teaching one concept to a peer or writing a simple explanation. In the evening, reflect and consolidate by reviewing key material using spaced repetition, winding down with a relaxing activity to prepare for quality sleep, and aiming for 7-9 hours of rest to solidify learning. Weekly, build consistency by scheduling 3-5 exercise sessions to maintain cognitive health, reflecting on your progress and adjusting your study plan as needed, and teaching a concept to a friend or study group to reinforce understanding. These techniques aren't just theoretical, they've transformed lives. Take Adam Tate, a software engineer at Meta who struggled to grasp machine learning but adopted active recall and spaced repetition, enabling him to build neural networks with confidence within months, crediting these methods for his rapid progress. Similarly, Priya, a college student in Bengaluru, used the Feynman technique to master organic chemistry by teaching complex reactions to her roommate in simple terms, not only acing her exams, but also developing a genuine love for the subject. These stories highlight a universal truth. With the right strategies, anyone can learn faster and deeper regardless of their starting point. Adopting these techniques does more than help you pass exams. It equips you with skills for lifelong learning. Active recall and spaced repetition build robust memory systems, making it easier to acquire new knowledge over time. The Feynman technique fosters critical thinking and communication skills, valuable in any career. Healthy habits like sleep, exercise, and mindfulness enhance overall well-being, ensuring you stay sharp and resilient. The journey to mastering any subject is a marathon, not a sprint. Start small by picking 1 or 2 techniques like active recall and the Pomodoro technique and integrate them into your routine. Use tools like Anki for spaced repetition or Notion for organizing study schedules. Create a distraction-free environment and commit to consistency. The next time you're sipping chai and staring down a mountain of material, remember, you have the power to learn faster and smarter. Harness neuroplasticity and proven strategies, not just for exams, but for lifelong success. Dive in, explore, and unlock your brain's limitless potential.